According to an article published by the Wall Street Journal on August 5th, 2025, big cuts are coming to Medicare in 2026. Insurers are scaling back, they're pulling certain benefits, and even pulling out of service areas altogether. But what does this mean for you? Hi, I'm Larry Goist, owner of LMS Insurance Group, where we help seniors navigate the Medicare maze. So in today's short video, I am reviewing an article published by the Wall Street Journal on August 5th that says big cuts are coming to Medicare. And I'm going to go over three real basic topics. Number one, I'm going to explain why these things are happening. Number two, I'm going to explain what exactly might change. And then thirdly, I'm going to tell you what you can do to be prepared. And that's all coming up next. Hey, before I dive in, don't forget to like our channel. Definitely subscribe if you find this helpful. I'd really appreciate you doing that. Okay, so why exactly is this happening? Well, the Wall Street Journal, according to this article, basically sums it up with three reasons. Number one is it says that the healthcare costs, medical costs are just soaring. So these insurance companies, because the cost of healthcare continues to rise at a pace faster than they're being reimbursed, they have to start cutting back on certain benefits. If the MRI and the hospital stays and all those things are costing them more, they're not going to be able to offer as many ancillary benefits on the back end. Okay, so the second reason the article alludes to is it says that the government is cutting back on its reimbursement payments to insurers. In other words, they're saying that they were being reimbursed 3 years ago more than they are now when you adjust costs for inflation. And then thirdly, they point out that Wall Street likes profitability. And these companies, if you look at quarter Q2, Q1 of 25, 2024, their profits are dwindling. So the insurers are going to start cutting benefits, reducing plans in service areas that aren't as profitable so that they can get their profits to a level that Wall Street would be happy again. So the article says, and I quote, "Lower payments collided with soaring medical expenses create a perfect storm of lower revenue, higher cost, and shrinking profits." So let me give you a few examples. The article says that Humana expects to cut 500,000 members. And I quote, "With Humana projecting a loss of as many as 500,000 members from its plans sold directly to seniors." So they're just going to start removing plans from service areas, and that's why they're going to lose members, because all these people that had plans, well, it's not even going to be offered in that county anymore if it wasn't a profitable county for them. So CVS Health said that it's shifting its focus from growth to profit in 2026. They're not as concerned about growing their book of business, but they want their book of business to be profitable. And after healthcare giant United Healthcare has lost almost half of its stock price in 2025, now they are planning a 600,000 member cut in 2026. And I quote, "United Healthcare is now following suit amid pressure across its insurance businesses," et cetera, and it ends with Advantage plans that would see 600,000 members lose coverage. So this is not one company. This is an industry-wide trend. And even from 2024 to 2025, almost all plans reduce benefits. For me, as a Medicare insurance agent, 2024 was the hardest enrollment I ever had because nobody was happy with their plan because they all got worse the next year. And my message on this video is, if your plan changes, if something's taken back, or just know this is going on industry-wide. It's not one company that's dropping a food card, or that's reducing the over-counter benefit, or that's increasing your specialist copay. I mean, this is an industry-wide trend that we have seen the last 18 months, and this article that was published on the 5th basically just says things are going to continue to head that way. So guys, what does this mean for you? Well, Basically what it means is if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, which is also considered Part C, it is likely that you will see perks and benefits reduced next year, right? Things like over-the-counter cards, dental benefits, vision benefits. All of those ancillary benefits are usually the first things to go. Now, you also want to look out to make sure your plan doesn't leave your service area, because if a plan leaves your area, you have to actively pick a new one, because on January 1st, you will only have original Medicare if you don't enroll in a new plan. Now, the news isn't all bad. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, they say that most people will still have plenty of choices, that the average is 42 plans per county across the U.S. So guys, just know that if your plan changes, that you are not alone, okay? That this is an industry-wide trend, and you still will have other options if you're not satisfied with the coverage you have now. So my recommendation is you certainly need to do a Medicare plan review this year during open enrollment. Open enrollment is October 15th till December 7th. I've been doing this 9 years, and we haven't really ever seen this much change that I've seen in the last 18 months. So if it's ever a good time to do a Medicare review, it is certainly open enrollment 2025, as we don't really know what to expect for 2026. But guys, the bottom line is the Medicare Advantage landscape is changing slightly. But these plans are still readily available, widely accessible, and it still covers the majority of people on Medicare. I mean, even from 2024 to 2025, we did see a reduction in benefits, but people are still overwhelmingly still happy with their plans. So at LMS Insurance Group, we expect other similar cuts like this to things like ancillary benefits, again, the dental, vision, food cards, and over-the-counter cards. But we still expect the health insurance to be good coverage, just as it has been the past decade. So if you need a plan review, have questions about changes, or just need to know what's going on in your area, that's why we're here at LMS Insurance Group. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Larry Goist. Thanks so much.